Hey everybody, welcome back to Gretchen's Bakery. You know, I often get emails and one of the most asked questions I get is I'm a beginner baker and I'm not really sure where I should start. And I always answer, start with brownies. Brownies are very easy to mix. Now, I'm a fudge brownie lover, so this is not going to be a cake style brownie, so keep that in mind. So if you like that kind of recipe, this is definitely for you. So check out the ingredients here. I have some granulated sugar, a little bit of baking powder, some salt. We have eggs, all-purpose flour, and I've got chocolate and butter together here in this bowl. I am going to have to go ahead and melt that. Now, if you guys prefer to melt over a double boiler, absolutely fine. I'm going to go ahead and do mine in the microwave, and then we're going to mix this recipe and get them in the oven in less than 5 minutes. I do like nuts in my brownies, and it would be at this point that you would add in any kind of nut that you like. Just not really feeling too nutty today, so I think I'm going to leave them out. Now, I have a 9x13 pan that's been greased, and I do have a parchment paper liner in the bottom of it. That's just for some added insurance that after this brownie has baked and cooled, it's going to come out in one piece. Brownie batter. Don't try that at home. So you see how easy it was, guys, to mix a brownie? I mean, it really only took about 5 minutes with the exception of the time it takes to melt that chocolate. So, that's good. I do have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and the best way to know when a brownie is done is to stick a toothpick into the middle, and if it comes out with moist crumbs on it, you know that it's done. We're going to bake this for probably about 35 minutes, and we'll be right back when it's done. This actually took closer to 45 minutes to bake. I lied. But as you can see, here are the moist crumbs that I was talking about that will come out on the end of your toothpick. This is not raw at all. There's no liquid present, and it's definitely not dry. So 45 minutes for a 9x13 pan like this was perfect at 350. I did, however, turn the temperature down to about 325 for the last 15 minutes of baking, just to make sure that my edges and my top didn't get overbaked while the center was still not quite done. So you're always going to have to really use your judgment, guys. Really start to get a feel for you know, the doneness of things. Really just get in there, touch it, poke it, you know, learn it. That's the best way to do it, is to really just get in there and do it. So what we're going to do now is cool this brownie completely, and then I'm going to ice it with my amazing fudge icing. So while this is cooling, or better yet, while this was baking, check out the video for how to make fudge icing. You can go ahead and prepare that, and then we can put it all together. But we have to be sure that that brownie is cooled all the way before we ice them with the fudge. Now, as you see, the parchment paper really made an easy job of getting this brownie out of the pan. There's no stuck corners or bottoms. Perfect. But we're not home yet, baby. I have loaded up my pastry bag, and yes, the cake kits are for sale again. Gretchen'sBakery.com. Be sure to only get the Gretchen's Bakery cake kits, not to be confused with the other imposters out there, and there's been quite a few lately. So go ahead and check it out if you guys are interested to buy the tools that I use every day. So I have loaded up with my fudge icing. I have an 826 tip in my pastry bag, and we're going to go ahead and make some rosettes on top of the cake. I mean brownie. So next we're going to go ahead and cut these into portions, and you guys can really cut them into whatever portion sizes that you like. I think I'm going to go with 3 by 5 to get 15 portions out of this particular brownie. That's a pretty nice portion, wouldn't you say? And that's pretty much how you do it. Feel free to go ahead and put sprinkles or chocolate chips on top, or if you put nuts inside the batter, you might want to sprinkle with some chopped nuts on top just to let everyone know that indeed there are nuts inside. And yes, I am going to try this, but first I'd like to sign off by saying thanks a lot for watching Gretchen's Bakery, guys. As always, get to the blog, Gretchen'sBakery.com, for all the best recipes. Once I dig into this, there ain't no going back. And one little side note, I recently did a compilation of me eating all the cake bites at the end of each video, and I have like this weird bobblehead thing going on. So I said to myself, I've got to do something different because that's kind of weird, but maybe it's my signature, Gretchen's Bakery bobblehead. Woo! Wow, that is so good. How do you not do a bobblehead sugar dance?